Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm working on a coloring page that I entitled In a Fashion Pose. I don't have a particular plan for this coloring page. I'm kind of freestyling, but I do have a formula that I tend to use. Like starting with the shadows on the edges and a lighter color to kind of give me a guide. I just know I want it to look like lively and dynamic. You'll notice that I'm using colors that are not natural. I'm just playing around with different colors to see what kind of effects it'll give. When I say natural, I'm referring to natural skin tones. You know, guys, this YouTube narrating is something very challenging, but I do like a challenge. Usually when I'm coloring, I'm just vibing, not so much describing, and I'm more of a conversationalist, so this is really fun, learning a new skill. As I add the pinks, the oranges, the purples to this face that I'm coloring, I go over with the yellow as a blending tool to make all the colors come together so it doesn't look so splotchy. I'm using color to form the shapes. It's kind of a slow build, but once you're done, you'll be satisfied. I'm using this purple violet color for shadow along the figure and the creases of the dress to emphasize the movement and shape. At this point, I'm introducing a new color to fill in the dress. An aqua color. I felt that it would complement all the other colors that I have going on here. And it's funny, depending on the brand of coloring pencils that you use, this color will have different names. So I'm just using the generic aqua color to describe it. At this point, I'm finishing off the dress with an orange that is a complement to blue, even though it's not exactly blue that I have on the dress, but it's similar enough. You can use a color wheel to pick your colors and it'll line up different shades for you to kind of explore in tones. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but the coloring pages that I use on this channel are from a coloring book that I created. Oh yes, and I sell them on my website. I forgot to mention that. Another note about the coloring books, they're not as worn as the one I'm using in this demonstration. This one I just use for demonstration purposes. I know I've mentioned before about leaving spaces for highlights, but also I leave a little space to add more colors, to bring out the colors that I've already introduced in the image. That's the beauty of the creative process. You're so focused on what you're doing that it takes your mind away from whatever else you might have going on in your life, at least for a little while. As you can see, I've added this brown color to give my lady more depth. I think it brings it out a little bit more. Now I'm just finishing out the coloring process, touching up on little details. You're just making a lot of small decisions at this point, but you definitely don't want to overdo it. You have to know when to stop. Otherwise, you'll be unhappy. Let's just put it that way if you overdo it. I felt like my lady could use a little pop in the face, so that sounds weird. But so I just added a little bit of red to to the cheeks. The last touch are the earrings, and the picture is complete. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.